Großen Applaus für den David Wistorf!
Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Hi. Good luck.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Can I have some water, please?
Yes, of course. So that's cold water.
What is this water? That's yours.
That's my water.
It's enough.
Perfect. And there's my timer.
Oh, good. Whenever you're ready, let's go.
Okay, thank you. Kann ich meine Musik haben? Ready? Kannst du die Musik nochmal starten? Time. Dear judges, who of you expected working in coffee when you were at school? I'm David, and I didn't like coffee in school, but I was open-minded and now fell in love with this beautiful product and the people behind. And that's the most important lesson that coffee taught me. Be always open-minded and not guided by your expectations. Judges, I will work with a few flavor descriptors during my presentation, but you can relax on listening. I repeat everything in the end. When I first try my coffee that I will serve you today, I'm not expected to fall in love, but I did. I fall in love with such a beautiful, sweet, and complex cup of coffee. This coffee was the best coffee on the table in Nicaragua this spring. And I expected to be a geisha, a pacamara, or a pink bourbon. But my friend Tim told me it's a Catimor, the Catimor variety. It's not very famous for her high qualities, but this Catimor breaks all expectations. It comes from the Monzonte region in Nicaragua, from the producer Mario Gonzalez and the finca El Avignon at 1,500 meters above sea level. El Avignon is very high for Nicaragua, and because of that, the coffee cherries growing much slower and producing more sugar, which means the cup of coffee is much sweeter and more balanced. After picking, the coffee cherries were fermented for 5 days in oxygen-free and temperature-stable environment. This process punched the flavor complexity, the tartaric and citric acidity, and the velvety body. And to highlight the acidity and the flavors, we roasted this coffee 4 days ago on a roast with an end temperature of 212 degrees and a total roasting time of 6.5 minutes. Because of the short roasting time, we could highlight the tartaric and citric acidity, and in combination with the bright sweetness of my coffee is such a great balance. I pre-grind my coffee much finer than I would normally do for filter coffee. Because of the special processing, the flow rate of extraction is very high, and to reach a total extraction time of 2 minutes and 10, where the sweetness and acidity is in balance, I must grind so fine. Today, I'm brewing 16 grams of coffee and 230 grams of water, which is a brewing ratio of 1 to 15. I pour in 4 60-gram pours. I start for consistency with circle pour and end up with a center pour. Today, I'm brewing with 90 degrees hot water. The water that I'm using today especially developed for this coffee. It had a lot of magnesium and a bit of calcium, which end up in a total hardness of 70 ppm and an alkalinity of 40 ppm. Because of the high magnesium content of my water, I could extract a lot of clean flavors like chocolate and sour cherries. And because of the low alkalinity, which is an acidity buffer, I could also highlight the tartaric and citric acidity. For me, as a brewer, the brewing device is very important too. Today I choose the stack brewer because it's a flatbed brewer, which makes the extraction very even and the cup of coffee very clean and very balanced. I also choose the stack brewer because of its double wall metal construction, which is very temperature stable, which also makes the extraction very even and the cup of coffee very clean and very balanced. And now, judges, the flavor description. So please note down. The aroma, it's light caramel, deep floral notes, maracuja, yes. And the flavors when it's hot, it's blood orange, it's passion fruit. And when it's cooling down, it goes more to a red grape, to a sour cherry, and pomegranate. And when my coffee is cool, it's so lactic and chocolatey, like stracciatella, and a bit boozy too. The aftertaste is very long, like smooth tannins with herbal tea. The acidity, it's very juicy and refreshing. It's citric and tartaric, and also complex. The body, it's very smooth too, and velvety plus. It's a medium to high body. Overall, this coffee is such a great balance between this complex acidity, this bright sweetness and body, and these interesting flavors. So judges, I will serve you the coffee today in cups, but please evaluate first the aroma direct from the server, because then it's much more intense. So Raymond, that's for you. That's for you, Michaela. And Chris, that's for you. May I? So, when you first try this coffee, remember, be open. And before you try, please stir 10 times with your spoon. So that's for you. That's for you. And that's for you. Ten years ago, I couldn't imagine presenting here a coffee. And 1 year ago, I couldn't imagine presenting this amazing Katimor. but I fell in love with this beautiful Prada coffee and this beautiful Katimor. And I hope you fell in love too. So please enjoy time.
Applaus für den David und seine wundervolle Präsentation. David, komm zu mir nach vorne. Lass mal sein da.
Ja.
Und erzähl mir. Ich habe ja gehört, deine Challenges, bevor du hier upstage gingst, waren nicht ganz einfach.
Genau, also ich habe mich angemeldet und seitdem kämpfe ich mich eigentlich seit 4 Wochen so ein bisschen durch eine Krankheit. Also ich weiß, einfach Magen-Darm, ich bin nicht so fit, Immunsystem. Heute Morgen bin ich ziemlich krank aufgewacht, aber der Kaffee schmeckt super, was will ich mehr?
Genau, also das sind halt auch immer wieder Challenges, die Teilnehmer hier auf sich nehmen müssen, um dann eben trotzdem einen genialen Kaffee zu brühen, oder?
Auf jeden Fall. Aber der Kaffee schmeckt so gut wie noch nie. Heute ist er echt super, was will ich mehr?
Ich glaube, das ist auch immer das, was man sich als Teilnehmer wünscht. Tag X aufwachen und der Kaffee ist einfach grandios, oder?
Genau. Oft ist es ja nicht so einfach, es ist viel Planen davor, aber es ist heute alles aufgegangen.
Sehr gut. Erzähl uns mehr. Katimor ist ja nicht so die Wahl des Brewers oft, oder? An
Genau.
Championships, aber natürlich sehr spannend, ja?
Auf jeden Fall, ich war ja im Frühjahr in Nicaragua und habe wirklich 40 verschiedene Kaffees gekappt und ich fand den einfach super cool. Und dann habe ich erst erfahren,
Deine Jury?
thank you,
Thank you, David.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. Genau, und dann habe ich erfahren, es ist ein Katimor. Und ich habe ihn dann im April sogar mit dem Koffer schon mitgenommen. Und nachher habe ich dann noch erfahren, im Juni dann, genau das Lot hat dann auch Cup of Excellence gewonnen.
Gewonnen.
Ja.
Ja, also das bedeutet tendenziell schon mal nie schlechte Voraussetzungen, wenn selbiger Kaffee dann auch noch Cup of Excellence gewinnt. Ja? Sonst, was war die Motivation? Oder du kommst jetzt ja gerade vom Brewers Cup letztes Jahr und schon wieder Brewers Cup dieses Jahr.
Hey, die Motivation ist Lernen. Ich bin auch ein bisschen ehrgeizig, muss ich auch einfach dazugeben und besser werden. Also mit jedem Brewers Cup lernt man einfach ganz, ganz viel dazu, jedes Mal. So wird man einfach besser, wenn man sich Ziele setzt.
Sehr schön, sehr schön. Gut, also nochmals vielen herzlichen Dank für deine Präsentation und einen großen Applaus für David Wistorf.
Danke.